Well, Rami Nakhle is a leading Syrian activist and joins me now from Beirut. Thank you for joining us. I know that you left Syria after being interrogated dozens of times by security forces over there. What do you make of the regime's response to the protests which are going on?
Yeah. I think the Syrian regime, they choose the hard path. They trying violence with the protesters. All the promises of reform, we can see the results of promises in reform now in the ground. The results of lifting emergency law, now we can see it in the street. Just about 100 persons killed in the next day of lifting emergency law. Also ongoing intimidating for people, ongoing breaking in house, making fear all over Syria, just to make people afraid of the situation going on there. Now people get more arrested in Syria. Now actually it's clearly that Bashar al-Assad is not reformer. Now the image is clear for the whole world. They trying their best to crush this movement, to crush this uprising in much violence way they can.
You're obviously very active online. You use the internet to continue protesting. How important is that in how protesters within Syria are being organized or coordinated?
Okay, actually we believe that this regime, Bashar al-Assad regime, if they did anything, it will be in the dark. They ready to kill everybody. They did it before and they will do it now. So we are now, as cyber activists, many our friends activists in the ground, we are trying to do our best to shed the light in what's going on in Syria, to take all these footages, all these videos, to tell the whole world the truth about what's going on in Syria. Also, to send these footages for our people in Syria to see the real natural of this regime, to see how they are ready to kill their own people to maintain their power. We are doing our best to shed the light in the truth about what's going on in Syria, because you know the state TV, the regime is doing their best in their propaganda to make this uprising. It's like created by Salafists, sometimes created by foreign agendas. So that is what we are doing now.
Well, do you think the people can achieve enough momentum to cause the regime to crumble, or do you think Assad will be able to hang on with these heavy-handed tactics that he's using?
No, I think now today in Syria they do not have really a chance to crush this uprising, because today many people are died. All the Syrian people, the 23 million Syrian people, have seen the injustice that's going on now. Now Syrian people more determined to put an end for this 5 decades of fear, for this 5 decades of fear. They cannot continue like this. Today Syrian people, they completely lose the trust of this regime. They know the natural of this regime, and today they are more incensed to go on and move on to put an end. Today we cannot stop, because if we stopped, we know we will go just 10 years backwards. And people of Syria today, there is thousands lost someone dear, really. Now we have since the beginning of the uprising more than 250 martyrs for sure, and those people have thousands. They know them, and they will not just keep silence. Now we have thousands of family, their sons is disappeared. They do not know where they are. There is many people detained in Syria. Many people fear anger. Now all the street of Syria just cannot take it anymore, and we can see the results on the street. Now I would say in 3 words, now Syrian people more determined to put an end, and nothing gonna to stop them, for sure. I'm sure about this.
Rami, thank you very much indeed for your time there. Rami Nakhle speaking to us there from Beirut.